High calibers and even higher spirits as Ukraine's military appears ready to retake Kherson, the first major city to fall to Russia in the early days of the war. There hasn't been a battle here yet, but Russia is already retreating, pulling out soldiers, officers, heavy equipment, even moving civilians by ferry to the Russian side of the Dnieper River. They're using so-called civilian evacuation in order to hide their preparations for street fighting, said this military spokeswoman. One woman in Kherson, reached by text message, described the chaotic Russian exodus. The Russians are stealing everything, she told me. Russians are fleeing from neighboring villages and towns to Kherson, she said. They look bad, like they're sick. They try to scare the locals, saying the Ukrainians will shell the city, she wrote. Nobody believes them, except for a few collaborators. But some Russian failures are far from the front lines. In the Siberian city of Irkutsk, deep inside Russia, a fighter jet accidentally slammed into a residential area, killing both pilots. It was the second such crash in just a week. Families line up to feed new Russian recruits. One woman compares their conditions to prison. As fresh Russian soldiers head to the battlefield, more are returning in body bags. This family burying their son. He was deployed to Ukraine after only 5 days of training. Glimpses of how Russia's war is wearing on its people.
And Matt joins us now from Kyiv. Matt, Russia is now alleging the Ukrainians are preparing to use a dirty bomb on its own territory. What's the White House saying about that?
That's right, Jose. Well, the White House is rejecting those claims, and they're accusing the Kremlin of drumming up that story in order to justify their own escalation of the conflict. Jose?
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.